Welcome to solverfy.
All right, so we're going to use the cashier's algorithm to make a change of 87 cents. And so for our input, we are working with the sort of standard American coins here of a quarter, a dime, a nickel, and a penny. And our other input would just be the gold change of 87. Okay, so we'll start with the quarters, right? So we're starting with our first coin, and we'll set D1, so this would be sort of 1, 2, 3, and 4 for our indexes. So we'll set that equal to 0 initially. All right, so then we'll say, well, while our goal of 87 cents is greater than or equal to 1 coin, 1 quarter, we're going to add to this counter 1. Okay, so we'll add 1 to it. And then we will subtract from our goal the value of 1 quarter, and we'll let that equal our new goal, right? And in this instance, that's going to be equal to 0.62 cents. Okay, so we currently have D1 is equal to 1, and our N is equal to 0.62 cents. So then we'll repeat the process. So instead of 0.87 cents here, we've now reduced it to our 62 cents. Okay, so we are looking at, is 62 cents greater than 25 cents? Yes. So we're going to add one more to the denomination. So that's going to be 2. And then we'll say subtract 25 cents from 62 cents to get 37 cents. And then we say, well, is 37 cents greater than 25 cents? Yes. Okay, so we will give ourselves one more quarter. So that's this step. Here we had N as 37. And then we'll say, okay, well, now we're going to take 37 cents, subtract 25 from it, and now we get 12 cents. Okay, so our N is now equal to 12 cents. And so then we can say, well, is 12 cents greater than 25 cents? No, it's not. So then we're actually going to move on further into our list and start looking at some of the other coins here. Okay, let's see if I can clean this up a little bit. So now we'll say, okay, is 12 cents greater than or equal to 10 cents? Then the answer is yes, but so now we're going to add 1 to our D2, or our dime count. And then we'll subtract 10 cents from the 12 and get 2 cents. Okay, and then we'll go back up and say, well, is 2 cents greater than or equal to 10 cents? No. So we'll look at the nickels. And is 2 cents greater than or equal to 5 cents? Well, so that's no. So we're actually going to skip right over the nickels. So D3 is just going to stay equal to 0. And then we'll go and ask ourselves, is 2 cents, so we can maybe write it over here. So is 2 cents greater than or equal to 1 cent? And the answer is yes. So for the number of coins for pennies, we can add 1 to it here, and then we will subtract 1 cent from this value to get 1 cent. Go back to the top. Is 1 cent greater than or equal to 1 cent? The answer is yes. So we'll add 1 to that denomination. And once we subtract from here, we are down to 0. Okay, so that's the end of the algorithm, and we can say then, well, we need 3/4, 1 dime, and 2 pennies to give us 87 cents. And you can repeat